10 things you didn't know about Jamal Musiala. It is natural for every football fan to know the name Musiala. He has been nominated for several individual awards and has managed to gather some assists and goals to his name. From his style of play to how he composes himself even when the score sheet is not going in his favour, a lot of us forget that he's still just a teenager. But really, who is Jamal Musiala? That's definitely a tough one for people who have been following this teenager's success since his breakthrough. So, beyond his shirt number and career statistics, here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Jamal Musiala. Number 1. Chelsea and Musiala have history together. Musiala's mother is of German descent and he was born in Stuttgart. He came to Croydon when he was 7 years old and joined the renowned youth club of the Blues. He attended the same school as current Chelsea star Callum Hudson-Odoi. Musiala was approached by some of the most prestigious European clubs when he was only 16 years old, but he decided to move to Bavaria instead. As such, he did not get the opportunity to compete with older teammates such as Mason Mount and Fikayo Tomori. Number 2. He's not going to play for England. Despite the fact that Callum Hudson-Odoi told Jamal Musiala that it would be nice if we ended up playing for England, the youngster had recently committed allegiances to the German national team. That makes sense, considering he was born in that country, but it didn't look like an easy decision. After making the decision to play for England's under-21s team, the DFB was claimed to be hopeful but not quite expecting that the attacker who was born in Stuttgart would choose Germany to represent his senior team. Even at that time, under-21s manager A.D. Boothroyd was unsure of whether or not Musiala would remain a Lion, a decision that was only his to make. Number 3. He holds the record for becoming Bayern's youngest ever player. In recent years, Bayern's approach to player transfers has evolved, as has Dortmund's, although to a lesser extent. They are unable to compete with the larger teams in terms of transfer prices, hence it is prudent for them to sign young talent and cultivate them. In light of this, the fact that Jamal Musiala has become Bayern Munich's youngest ever star is evidence that he is succeeding in some endeavour. Hansi Flick has nothing but wonderful things to say about the child. It would appear that he is flourishing at a younger age than players such as Alphonso Davies, Serge Gnabry or Kingsley Coman, who are now fully fledged headliners in this star-studded side. Who knows how good he'll be in the next 5 or 10 years, let alone the next 2 or 3. Number 4. It is possible that he will end up playing the position of number 10, box-to-box midfielder, number 9 or winger. Surprisingly, Musiala has been used by Bayern as a box-to-box midfielder in the past. When Thiago Alcantara moved to Liverpool, it probably wasn't immediately evident that Musiala would be gaining playing time due to the transfer. However, in a circuitous route, it ended up that way with the 17-year-old in midfield. He plays with limitless energy, has a mature placement for his age, and possesses a vicious shot. Musiala's placement is tough to determine, much like Bellingham's, but his build is definitely an asset in this regard. Because he is just over 6 feet tall, he is not too short to hold his own in the middle of the field. It would appear that, in the long run, he will assume the role of playmaker, currently occupied by Thomas Müller. There are comparisons to be made between his movement style and that of Dele Alli, but given his age, anything is possible in terms of the type of player he may develop into. Number 5. Fabregas has a lot of respect for him as a fantastic football player. Cesc Fabregas, a former midfielder for Arsenal FC, Chelsea FC, FC Barcelona and Spain, recently revealed on Twitter during a bit of a question and answer section his passion for Musiala. Musiala was the name given in response when Fabregas was asked who, in his opinion, is the best young player in football at the moment. I really like Musiala from Bayern Munich. Too talented, intelligent, and it looks like he has great determination, Fabregas wrote. Number 6. Musiala's passion for competitive sports and board games. Football has always been one of Jamal's favourite sports to watch and play. He immediately grasped the sport even when he was quite young and had a natural flair for it even back then. However, one fact about Musiala that not many people are aware of is that he could become a great chess player or Korean martial arts superstar. When he moved to England from Germany in 2010, he was unable to understand the local language and had to rely on his talents as a football player to communicate with his neighbours. Musiala is often seen kicking a ball about, but when he's not doing that, he enjoys a game of chess and has even taken some classes in Korean martial arts. Number 7. His family has a rich history with the sport of football. Jamal's relationship with his father is one of the primary factors contributing to his on-field success. His father, Daniel Ricard, was a former football player who competed at a high level in Nigeria before moving to Germany. Before making the move, Daniel Ricard lived in Germany. Jamal could always count on him to be there for him as a pillar of support, cheering him on from the sidelines and even acting as a personal coach on occasion. Ricard's hope was that a young Musiala would have a successful professional career and is constantly encouraging him to set new milestones for his performance. Little Jamal shared with his coach at Southampton that he would like to provide an assist for all his teammates if he gets the job there, and the coach was impressed. But instead of sticking to only assists, he showed his potential in a single match where he scored 6 goals. In addition, Ricard was very good at instilling a sense of discipline in his kid by encouraging him to keep his attention on the game at all times rather than getting carried away with celebrating goals. Number 8. His unusual preference in food. Although the vast majority of people will assume that Musiala is going to follow in the footsteps of the majority of professional football stars by adopting a diet plan and avoiding sweet things, Musiala appears to have a different approach to the matter. During an interview with GQ, he said he lives and breathes in sugar and laughs about it. Everyone who is around him is aware of how much of a passion he has for sweets. Now, is that actually something that a talented soccer star should consume consistently? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Number 9. His dating life. It is only normal that you receive a great deal of dating interest if you are young, talented and wealthy. We have seen celebrities younger than Jamal share red carpet pictures with their wife or girlfriend. But Musiala has never done the same thing that his contemporaries have done with their significant others. Does this imply he intends to keep his relationship a secret? It would appear that he is not dating anyone and that he has never been in a relationship before. He places a far higher priority on advancing his career than getting involved in a romantic relationship. Number 10. He has a thing for FC Barcelona. Despite the intense rivalry between Barcelona and Bayern that continues to burn harder, Musiala did feel the need to express his love for Barcelona. FC Barcelona were my go-to team, my favourite team. I had a Messi shirt. The midfield with Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets, that fascinated me. I could always watch their games again and again, Musiala said. With that, we come to the end of the video. Now you know 10 things about Jamal Musiala you probably never knew before. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you can be notified whenever we upload a video. Thank you!